Well, this morning I had a pallet turn up. Some of you may know I was getting this, but YouTubers won't. It's Petter Appletop, 1929, about 700 numbers from my tank called one, which you haven't seen yet. I'm going to put an update up soon of the restoration on that one. It's quite interesting. I'll be doing this one after I've finished the Appletop. I've got quite a few bits and pieces done on that one already. Quite a interesting history of this one. It was supplied to Wyco Limited of London. Sometime in 1929. I got it written down somewhere, but I'll put it on the end of this video or right now. But then it was sent back to the factory in 1932 and sent out as a second-hand engine to a farm in Devon. Petters usually destroy the earliest records that they have for sales, but luckily enough, on the Petter archive on the Internal Fire website, both of the records are surviving still, so I've copied those. It doesn't seem to have had a huge amount of work, and then it does, because the big end's original. It's an original big end, and it's fairly good. It's not even scored. The little end, just a tiny little bit of play. The rings are stuck at the moment, but I would have said a standard piston. But the tank one I've got is worn terribly. I think it's oversized 50 thou on the piston. But this shows what farmers do to these engines. You look at that bearing in there. I have never seen one that bad. There's metal that's been picked up and chucked back onto the bearing again. And some of those scores, you know, they're 1/8 inch deeper deep. They're really deep. And the other bearing's not too bad, but it's just the pulley side bearing. That's the one that doesn't take any oil from the oiler. That one is really bad. But the crank has survived quite well. I don't know if anybody's tried cleaning it up, but just a few little rub marks on the main journals. There's no scores properly or anything. Big end's a little bit, but it's still smooth. It's not ribbed or anything like that. I have two governor covers, or starting covers, or whatever they're called, because one was broken, and he's applied a replacement for me. Some things it's missing. It's missing the oiler, and I can't see the oiler bracket anywhere, so I think that's missing as well. Also, I've got a tank cap missing. There's it's threaded for a screw cap, but there's also a standard, like, flat dish cap that you slide across to put oil in the bearings. Now, I got one of those, and there is a hole there for it, so I don't know whether it was tapped and then they decided to use the other type caps. I don't know really. Also, on the exhaust, you've got this cast piece. That's original. It must have made a hell of a lot of noise, because this is usually you screw a pipe on there, but this isn't threaded. This is like a little chimney piece they put on there. As a standard, I suppose if you're wheeling it around the farm, you don't want a hassle of a pipe on there. I don't know what it says. Reversible, it says. Oh, unless it's let's see if we can undo this. Unless you can turn it upside down and there is a threaded part on the other side, maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got threaded. Basically, I suppose if you wanted to put a pipe on there, you turn the threaded part upside down. If you want the other side, you turn it that side up. Then it'll run like that, I suppose. You can just see. Excuse me, I got a cold. It says reversible. That's the original piece. It also came with a reconditioned magneto, which is a BTH. It clips in. It's got a nice bit of magnetism in that one. What's on the floor? It needs a bit of a clean. I don't know how much it's had a. It was described as reconditioned, but it has had a good clean, and the magnets are very good. It just needs a good clean up in the points and that. And the points have been filed. They look quite good. We'll have to see. But for now, it's all going in the shed and being forgotten about till I finish the tank cord one. There you got the two flywheels here. They've supplied a new head gasket. There's a spec plate. There's a new set of head studs and head nuts as well, the brass ones that go in there. Here's the spec plate. 62871. If I've got the sheets on my computer, I'll put those at the end of the video as well. Thought I'd show you the top of the engine as well. I think that's one of the nicest bits about these Appletops is the writing they've put on top. 3 horsepower universal oil engine. Now some of these were the reason why it's called an oil engine is because it runs on paraffin. It's got a patented atomizer type thing, and the mixer screw on the end. You got a little mixer on the end. I'll just turn it down a little bit. You got the little mixer on the end there, and you turn that and it lets more fuel through. And as the air is rushing up past into the port, you've got it sucks the vapour of the atomizer through, which is quite good how it works, because I've got the little 1.5 horsepower. You have to excuse the cat. 1.5 horsepower. That will, on a warm day, will start on pure heating oil, which is quite uncommon. I don't think anybody else has had that, but I've managed to start it before on heating oil. It is a bit of a pig, but then it does fire up. Anyway, it says 3 horsepower universal oil engine. The ones that didn't run on paraffin, what they didn't have there's a little drain piece there. You lift it up and it drains the paraffin back into the tank, because you have to fill the top with petrol to start it up. You're supposed to. Now some of these have petrol there, and they didn't have that. They had petrol engine instead of oil engine, and then it says Petters Limited Yeovil, which is where they were made, up in Somerset. Yeah, I hope you find this interesting. You won't see a lot of this for a while yet, but thanks for watching.